Hello and welcome to Tier Fun. I'm Andrew, your guide through Modern, and I try not to spill that coffee. Okay, we're good. Today we have a list that I saw on Reddit the other day. I think it was like a day or so ago now. And it was playing a card that I'd never seen before in Magic. Kamigawa was during my relatively large break from Magic, from playing as a kid to playing it now. And Thoughts of Ruin. This card's bonkers. Look at that thing. Each player sacrifices a land for each card in your hand. Okay. But at the same time, reading it, I'm like, symmetric effect, yada, yada, yada. Probably not going to be that good. Then we see that the deck is full of birds and mana ramp. So I guess the goal here is to get our mana ramp down, or our mana creatures down early, stick a Tarmogoyf, and then probably just Armageddon the board and go from there. The deck is spicy, and as soon as I saw it, I knew I'd have to play it. So I immediately set about purchasing these Thoughts of Ruins and the fourth Birds of Paradise. Apparently, I didn't have four. And also Ninja of the Deep Hours is a bit spicy. So I think it's an updated list. Before we get too long, it was Reddit user SeeYouAroundKid. Kudos to you. SeeYouAroundKid for this awesome list. They titled it Stompy 2K18. It's on the Modern Magic Reddit, I believe. Still, they have they go through the history and kind of why it's called Stompy is in there in the comments. The reason being, Stompy is just red-green list, a red-green beatdown deck type. Usually, it's kind of just nowadays it's kind of just used for a beatdown list. A lot of mono-green Stompy. Yeah. Anyways, the C there is for the addition of blue. So yeah, C, blue, C, you get it? Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. They've apparently been 18-2 at their LGS recently. And, even if they were 2-18, I'd be playing this list. But I'm kind of excited to see it. I literally haven't tested it once, so we're just going to go in and try to Thoughts of Ruin people. Ninja of the Deep Hours is good because it's each player sacrifices a land for each card in my hand. So we wanna have a stocked hand. So cards like Remand, Electrolyze, and Ninja of the Deep Hours are pretty great. I almost put in Charter Course instead of Ninja, but I wanted to play Ninja because I wanted to buy Ninja because I haven't played it, and it's a good popper card, and I wanted to get them. And it's also like it's a potential draw one, but in terms of cards in your hand, it's the same amount as a Charter Course because you're returning a creature. And returning your Snapcaster Mage, I guess, main deck, your unrevolted Narnum Renegades, because you can kind of return your Narnum and then recast it. It'll trigger itself for Revolt because it leaves the battlefield. And also, retriggering Huntmasters or Reclamation Sages post-board, pretty good. So I figured that was worth testing out over a card that I know to be good, which is Charter Course. Also, you don't want to change a list much when you're playing it for the first time. SeeYouAroundKid had 2 Engineered Explosives. I'm running 1. They did mention that Collected Company and Night of the Reliquary decks were an issue, so I figured Flash Freeze kind of covers both of those bases. And so does Grafdigger's Cage. I'm playing Grafdiggers over something. What do they have? Surgical Extraction, I believe. And other than that, the second Engineered Explosives here and the Surgical, the sideboard is identical. And you know I had to do it to him with this Huntmaster of the Fells. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be wrong, but this. Whoa! This is right. Let's get on in there for our first actual match with this. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I do think it's going to be awesome. Being on the play seems great. But yeah, remanding spells, remand into a Molten Rain, remand into like a Thoughts of Ruin. I think we keep this. Molten Rain, probably good. We get to cycle and we have a Snapcaster. So we'll keep. Opponent wishes good luck. Yeah. And we shall wish it right back. Opponent mulligans. Oh, there was some other. I didn't have they had 1 Scalding Tarn and 4 Wooded Foothills for their fetches. And I flipped that because I don't have a billion Wooded Foothills. Let's turn this down. Oop. Darkslick Shores into Pithing Needle. Well, we've got a fetch now. I hope to God they don't name Scalding Tarn. If they do, we're so boned. Let's get Steam Vents. We need double red. Might have been actually correct to get Stomping Ground in case they name Pithing Needle. Or sorry, in case they name Scalding Tarn. Because that's... Please don't. Please don't. Ah, mother flip! Ah, you serious? We've just lost. We've just lost the game. So yeah, I was thinking about getting Stomping Grounds. Opponent, the Madman. Because of our green spells. But I just didn't... I mean, that is an option. And it is the only card they've seen. So maybe I should have just got the green source immediately. Because this, having 2 in hand and not having access to green, though we didn't have a green spell in hand. Interesting. I wonder if this is a Grafter's Cage. Okay. Oh, this has to be, yeah, this is just Lantern. That's why they wished us good luck, because they have a troll deck. Every time, without fail, someone wishes me good luck on Magic Online, they have a troll deck. Well, we would be in a great spot. I mean, if we can... Well... I should have played the land. I didn't. I just F6 because I was frustratio. We would be in a great spot here if we could play our spells. Because Thoughts of Ruin, ruining away their lands. Yeah, now they get to see how boned we are. There was potential merit in conceding to this Inquisition, because now they know something about our deck. In fact, I kind of wish I had. Because now Thoughts of Ruin isn't going to be a surprise. What are our outs? Drawing our other fetch lands. It's an out. Opponent has 2 cards in hand and is tanking here. So they're either writing something up to me in the chat. Nah, they're just waiting. Ooh, Misty's good. So we can play Misty. Let's get out our bird. Stomping Ground, sure. We've got a little life. We can start. Well, we can... Unfortunately, we're in the same spot for mana-wise, because we only have 1 bird. We could Armageddon next turn. Well, hang on. 1, 2, 3. So we can Armageddon, have 4 cards. We have to sacrifice 4 lands. That's all of our lands. If we can get to a spot where we can just sacrifice our 2 Scalding Tarns, that'd be pretty nice. If this is War of Invention, we might as well just be dead. It looks like it might be. No, maybe not. Pithing Needle on bird, more than likely. Yeah. Opponent got that. Ooh, not naming bird? Oh, mana ability's right. I always forget. The Pithing Needle has that. Pithing Needle has that. So they're going for the... They're playing 2 Needles main deck. Oh, and they have an Abrupt Decay. That's not good. Well, play the Tarn. Yeah. Yeah, this is bad. So I don't think... Dotsie, sure. I don't think the typical Lantern list is running this many main deck Pithing Needles. Wow, that's a great draw. Tarmogoyf saving my butt since I bought it. Alright, so fingers crossed for no removal and no ensnaring bridge. Witchbane does nothing, so let's just beat down for a few turns and draw basic lands. Oh, baby. We don't want a ninja here because we want to beat face. Molten Rain, I don't think is where we want to be. They have 5 lands. Ancient Stirrings. What a weird draw for Lantern. We're going to be electrolyzing our Goyf here, just because Witchbane Orb gives our opponent Hexproof. We can't electrolyze them. So, but Molten Rain gets around it, so if we need to burn, they have a Bauble. Doesn't matter. You get the cycle, though. It's 1 turn closer. 2 to Goyf. Okay. Blue, red. Bird does nothing here. Wooded Foothills. I don't think does anything. We're just going to play Electrolyze again. We just have to hit 1 more time. No, we have to hit 2 more times. This is where... Ah, dang it. So, we don't have a remand. Do we have any way to get rid of artifacts main deck? No. We can't bolt them or unsummon anything. We don't have Spell Pierce, so there's no reason to fetch. I guess our out here is 3 Molten Rains. Copperline Gorge. Does this have to deal damage? Yeah. Alright. So we're pretty dead here. Sadly. Okay, we're back. Noble Hierarch can attack, which is nice. Ooh, actually, this does get around Ensnaring Bridge. That's kind of neat. And so does this. Oof, what's better? They can both attack and trigger Ninja, so I guess let's play Bird. My other option there was just a Molten Rain, a land, but now we have double Bird, so we can keep this is actually really awesome. We can attack for 2 every turn and draw a card, and then replay the Bird. So wow, really glad this is Ninja the Deep Hours and not Charter Course. Also really glad I didn't concede. I was thinking we didn't have any outs, but this is a huge out. Opponent thought seizing this Thoughts of Ruin over this Ninja is actually going to win us the game. Abrupt Decay kind of gets us here. We're just going to attack with the Bird because we want Noble to survive. Ninjutsu. Blue, red. Yep. So I guess this only works once now that I'm thinking about it. That's still good. Now we can get in from one from here on out. Well, this is not good. We could destroy some of their lands. I don't think that does much though. Let's play the bird again. Let's Molten Rain, the Glimmer Void, I guess. Okay, so next turn we can snap Molten Rain, get in for 1. So we put opponent to 1 next turn. Wow. Whoa. I guess we'll have 6. Okay, they get our Snapcaster Mage. Unfortunate. So we got 4 turns. Opponent can't mill us out in 4 turns. They need to find Abrupt Decays, really. Oh, another Molten Rain is great. Let's deal our 1. Let's Molten Rain, another black source. I think we're getting there. Wow. Oop. Take that, Ensnaring Bridge. Boom. That was good. That was awesome. I am not gonna lie, I was not expecting that. So yeah, I think we want Rex Sages as well. Just get as many artifact blow up things as possible. We could run Spell Pierce for Whir. I don't know if that's where we want to be though. Huntmaster could be good. Witchbane Orb gets us, but otherwise it might be good. I think we want the Molten Range just as a way to deal damage. Thoughts of Ruin seems fine. Ninja seems great. Remand seems great. We definitely want these cards. What cards don't we want? I think I might actually like Remand over Mana Leak. The reason being, like, I like the idea of remanding a spell and then answering it. It also draws us a card, which fights Lantern, the Lantern shenanigans a bit better. They are running our not so happy friend Witchbane Orb, so that makes Electrolyze a lot less appealing. Yeah, I think we can go down on Electrolyzes. They are good though. Snapcaster is just getting Bolt really in this matchup. Snapper Mand is a thing as well. I think we don't want to leave up mana. This is one of those matchups that I think that experience is definitely a factor. So me, that being my literal first match with the deck, is going to be not great. Maybe we shave Grim, just because these I think are better. So let's shave a Grim. Grim's going to have no shortage of targets though. Okay, we're gonna go down Electrolyze and shave a Bolt over Lavamancer. That feels wrong. Grim's gonna. They have at least 2 Pithing Needles. So I think I like this. It could be that Huntmaster needs to get in there. Sure, seems great. Turn 3, Thoughts of Ruin. Spellbomb's annoying. It's gonna get our bird. I think we're okay with that. They have to do it though. If they don't do it, we get to jam. I guess we probably save Reclamation. Well, now we don't get it. So I'm assuming they're going to blow this. Oh, wait, they can't. Oh, wait, yes, they can. I'm an idiot. Okay, they don't. Noble. We're going to play the fetch. Do we play the Hierarch? Or do we... Yeah, I think we do. So let's play Hierarch. Let's tap green mana for it. It's been a bad time for me in tapping mana. We're just going to attack for 1 here. I assume they're going to spellbomb us. Yeah. Probably the Hierarch. Yeah. Depending on what opponent does, I might flash in Snapcaster on the old end step. Ensnaring Bridge here. That's good. Okay, well now I'm definitely not doing that. I'm just bolt in the face. Actually, it might have been correct for us to have not done that. Let's get a green source. Just to leave the maximum lands in hand. This is 2 or fewer other lands. We have to play that. Yeah, let's go for it. Well, we can snap Bolt and we can get their lands next turn. It's only getting 2 lands here. Boom, boom. And they still have access to 2. Nah, let's do it. I think that's what our deck wants to be doing. I definitely wanted to save the Bolt in hand. That was a misplay. Graph Diggers, sure. Shuts off the Snapcaster. Yep, we'll play the Scalding Tarn and pass. Dang. Okay. Opponent's still stuck on 2 mana. We're gonna get a Steam? Nah, we're gonna get a Stomping Ground. We have Steam Vents in hand. And then flash in old Snap. Reason being, I mean, we could have saved it for a Snap Thoughts, but that's not going to net us much at this point in the game. Maybe it was okay to save it. If they stop ripping lands, wow. What's this? My mind's... Ooh, Tezzeret. Interesting. So this is a Tezzerator list? Or is it Tezzeret Lantern? There's Welding Jar. That's pretty dang good, actually. That cuts out... Well, what's Tezzeret even doing? So we're going to die to a Tezzeret Ultimate? It's probably where we're at. 2 Tezzeret Ultimates. So yeah, just pass. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought we can't get Thoughts of Ruin back because of this Graph Digger's Cage. I'm gonna play that. So Welding Jar actually does a good job of cutting us off of our Reclamation Sage outs, so I think we're pretty locked out here. There's Academy Ruins. So they can start looping Spellbomb here. I don't know how good that is. I guess it's pretty good, actually. 9-turn clock. There's the Codex Shredder. Huh. I think this is just a slightly offbeat Lantern list. Probably milling me. We're going to flash in Snapcaster end step, just to threaten. Got ourselves a lightning bolt. I'm kind of hoping they go for the ultimate here, and then we can clear the Tezzeret. Trying to... no, they're not. We're going to save this bolt, though. So they got another welding jar. That's also bad for us. F6ing. We might as well make this Thoughts of Ruin gigantic. Or as gigantic as it can get. Okay. Pew. What's next? Another bridge. That's pretty good. As long as opponent, well, Remain's good. As long as opponent keeps plussing Tezzeret, we don't really have a chance to win. Like if they feel safe to minus it, we can get it here and only here. Opponent with 2 cards in hand. Can we strand them? No, we cannot. Let's remand that. Unfortunate. Show them all of our sweet fetches. Fetchables. What do you name? Misty at this point? We have seen less of them. Scalding Tarn after fetching 2. I like it. So we can get rid of 3 lands here. Not really enough. Oh. Oh. I got it. They were just waiting to have lethal. Lethal artifacts. I think maybe we do want Spell Pierce. After seeing Tez. That seems good. Ninja's still fine for me. Reclamation Sage, great. I think Thoughts of Ruin is fine. If we can strand them with cards in hand, which is what Thoughts of Ruin hopefully does, we're going to be great. What don't I like? Do we want to just cut Lightning Bolt? We can cut Lightning Bolt or we can cut Snapcaster Mage. If we cut Snapcaster Mage, we could bring in Mana Leak. That might be good. Over Lightning Bolt, because I think they seem pretty Grafdigger heavy. So I'm going to just kind of give up. Like, this is still fine if we can only cast it once, but I think Snapcaster is usually phenomenal against this opponent like this, but against Lantern, we don't need Flash Freeze. But I think this deck is just different enough. I mean, we're only running 3 as is. We don't have, like, we've got enough of a plan outside of Bolt Snap Bolt. And if we're not adding like Tarmogoyf to the board, holding up counters seems pretty good. I'd love to play first. Sure, this hand's fine. We're weak to Bridge, but, you know, they're not guaranteed to have it. We're also Fetch Light, which is great for their infinite, Pithing Needles, apparently. Apparently, it was great. Okay. Unfortunate that we can't trigger Narnum, but that might actually be fine. We can wait on it for a turn too. So yeah, let's get down. Well, this will be, yeah. So Glyph's a 1/2 and it'll be a 2/3. So we might even get him here. And I'm hoping maybe they go to Spell Bomb one of these Hierarchs. Then on our turn, that's fingers crossed. That's the game plan. Yeah. Well, they're probably going to take Narnum, I believe. Thoughts of Ruin would be insane here, though, right? Whoa, get both their lands? Or all three of their lands? So they are spell bombing us. But we get the Kraken for 6, and we have another Tarmogoyf. I'll take it. Downside is definitely that if they have, we're pretty weak to a bridge here. We'll just play it all out. Looks like they have it. Alright, well we can attack for 2. And we can Molten Rain. I suppose we want to Molten Rain the card that does the least damage. Or does the land that doesn't damage them. There's 2. Oh wow, we can't Molten Rain. Noble Hierarch, why don't you tap for red? It's not good. Ooh. So we'll be able to Molten Rain them next turn. Pyroclasm is actually... dang it. Yeah, I think we're losing this one. Pyroclasm is actually really good against us right now. So it gets our Renegade that we don't have Revolt on, and it gets our Hierarch. Upside is they are drawing an uncastable Tezzeret next turn, and we just need another Lightning Bolt. So they'll have 4 cards in hand that they can't cast. And if there's another card underneath, if there's another Tezzeret, let's say, we win because we get to attack with our Glyphs. Okay, well that's very castable. I guess we're gonna draw this Hierarch though. Interesting that they Stirrings here. I guess he might as well. Glimmer Void, sure. Lantern on top. Okay, well these Glyphs are never attacking. But this Noble Hierarch is, and they have to get rid of this Wreck Sage because then we just win. Yep. So we know they're drawing. Ah, crap! I already forgot. Pretty sure it's another Ancient Stirrings. Oh no, it was another Lantern. All right, well we can fetch that away. Ooh, Ninja's great. And I think it might be innocuous enough that they don't shuffle it away. Cool. Return you. Alright, just looking for a bolt. Guess Thoughts of Ruin's alright. We'll leave this Gorge in hand. Opponent's drawing Glimmer Void next turn. So I think we just win, right? They have to get rid of this Hierarch. I don't know. Oh, this is Tez? Tez doesn't do it. I guess you can animate it. You have to animate something here. And that will do it. The bad downside is if they animate either one of these things, they're exposing it to removal. But they have to do it because otherwise they know about this bolt too, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to get rid of Tez and a land. I'd like to get rid of 2 lands. Yeah, that seems good. So we'll wait. Draw the Thoughts of Ruin. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have to do it this way. So they do, because of our land situation, they do get to up Tezzeret. We're going to get rid of these 2 lands, cutting us off of, yeah, that's fine. Should have played, I would have liked to have played Gorge. Oh no, this is good. It's almost like I meant to do this. Oh shit, I meant to attack with this ninja. I didn't realize they had 2 cards in hand. Well, that's a punt. That might do us in. Yep, to bolus. I guess it's not necessarily a punt. Mox Opal, so they get to play that. They have Codex Shredder on top, which they'll get to play next turn. This Birds of Paradise is actually really great, but they can't sacrifice, I don't think. We can attack for 3 here, but that doesn't do anything. Oh, what a grind this is. I guess it always is against Lantern. Alright, so they drew Codex Shredder. They have a Codex Shredder on top. We know their hand, but I've forgotten what their hand is, so I'm sorry. I don't think it's anything too bad. So I assume they want to shred away the Shredder because they need to get rid of this bird. Oh, that's good too. Alright, now all we need is a bolt. I guess they need to get rid of this Hierarch. Should have played the land beforehand, because I think we do want to protect this ninja. But at the same time, like, if they're trying to get rid of this ninja, that means they're drawing a dead card next turn. So I think we let them mill it if they try to. Looks like they're not. They're milling the Thoughtseize, sure. Makes sense. So we get to get in for 2 next turn. Yeah, you gotta mill this. I guess you don't have to. But I feel like they wanted to. They're milling our Molten Rain. So we're getting in for 2 this turn, then 1 next turn, so we're fine with that. Could be a Lightning Bolt on top anyways. Remand is good, we're going to keep that. Boop, bop, beep. Ninjutsu. Hoi! This card's been good in this matchup, especially with Noble and Bird. So they're not going to be able to resolve anything. I guess they can resolve a Abrupt Decay on the Hierarch, but we have 2 ninjas to attack now. Yep. Play the bird. Pass the turn. So I think we did it. This deck is, I think, sneaky good against Lantern. Lantern didn't have their OP draw. Milling the Opal, yep. Gotta mill this too, because it's not an answer. And I can remand that. Not that it matters. I guess I can't remand that. I'm very okay drawing Mana Leak as well, so I don't really want to fetch. Reshuffling my library. Interesting. So let's fetch. Forest's fine. Also, very interesting because now they just don't have... I guess they're dead anyways, but... Yeah. Alright, I think what they wanted to do was shuffle their library with that, because they knew something, a card that wasn't going to help them was on top. And then they would maybe draw something that might help them, which I don't know what it would be, but I think that's the line they wanted to take. So, yeah, beating Lantern always feels good. Am I right? I think the deck played out pretty much exactly. I'm not 100% confident in my sideboarding in that matchup. Like, I know, obviously, Destroy Artifacts and Engineered Explosives are good. I don't know if we wanted to board out these Snapcasters. I thought Thoughts of Ruin was actually a pretty neat way to combat Ensnaring Bridge. The downside of it being that I cast that Lightning Bolt on end step when I should have kept it. It's also got that interesting synergy with the Fastlands, Copperline Gorge. Like that actually ended up being pretty pivotal. So yeah, it was fun. It definitely seems like a powerful card. Let's get in there. I think 3 is the right number for sure. Like I don't think I want to go up higher on them. And it's a nice combo with Molten Rain too. A card that I really like in Modern and in general. It's just if you're playing against a halfway greedy mana base, it's good. Also, just with the way that Modern is, like even if it's not that greedy, cutting your opponent off of colors is a viable and attainable strategy. I think we mulligan this hand. I think we definitely mulligan this hand. I think we keep this hand for sure. Do we want the double Molten Rain? Yeah, we do. We're going all in. We're going all in. The downside here is, well, we'll see what opponent's up to. If turn... Oh, this burn. Ooh. Ooh, regretting topping that Molten Rain. So we're just gonna get a forest now. I think we don't. I think we can't afford to get a forest. These cards all seem pretty bad in this matchup. So we get a forest, we save 2 life. But then we can't cast any of this stuff. Is this stuff even good? I think we have to go for it. This is probably incorrect, but I just can't, in good conscience, strand 3 cards in my hand. If they have Searing Blaze here, we are just dead. We're just dead. We're so dead. I want to very much play this tapped and play a Tarmogoyf. The downside here is, unless they play an instant. Unless they play a spell, this goes to the graveyard this turn. Tarmogoyf can be bolted. Ugh. Oh, this is rough. Really need to see a land. Remand. Not going to do us any good. Looks like opponent's not playing anything either. Okay. Ooh, please be a spell. Yuck, that's gross. Well, we have to do it, but it's not good. It's not good at all. So we're down to 11. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. They are at 20. And we have 3 cards that are uncastable currently. And if we could cast them, they're not even that great. And we have a remand. Tarmogoyf is the only thing going for us here. Just pass. We could also play this bird. And then we could cast Thoughts of Ruin next turn. We definitely don't want to attack. How good is that? Huh. Oh, I guess I had F6'd and I didn't realize. I think we might have wanted to play this bird. Try to Thoughts of Ruin their entire hand. Okay, well this is alright for us. Attack with both? Attack with none. Okay, well now that we've drawn a land, I don't want to take 4. If the opponent attacks with everything, I'm going to block the Eidolon. Dang it. Alright. Well, Tarmogoyf's doing its thing. Yeah, F6ing that turn and not playing birds is gonna pay. So Lightning Helix, deal 3, gain 3, take 4. Okay. If we can resolve this Thoughts of Ruin, I think we're actually sitting pretty. As long as they don't have more Helixes. Helix is actually very good with double Eidolon. Okay, so they're going aggro. So we get 2 looks at a land here, which is nice. I assume they're attacking with everything. Noble Hierarch, we fetch. Stomping Grounds is fine. Alright. We have to block. Take 6, go to 1. I think we're just dead. Can't even fetch. Yeah, we're just dead. I think the block there was probably on the Goblin Guide and try to lock them out with their Eidolons. It's close. I think if we'd played that bird, we could have got rid of their lands after the Helix. Would have been different. What's our next card? Okay. Alright. Well, that's burn for you. Cards that are good. Huntmaster. Flash Freeze. I think Scooz is fine. Spell Pierce. I think we want to go off of Rain. Maybe even Thoughts of Ruin too. Do we want to get rid of our remands? Remands are pretty medium. One of these two we're going to keep, I think. Maybe go down on Electrolyze. I think maybe we keep Thoughts of Ruin. Ramping out one early seems kind of great. The downside is their whole deck is full of 1 or 2 mana spells. So yeah, let's get rid of that. We can just play it like this. Play it a little fair with 1 Molten Rain. I guess Engineered Explosives could play around Eidolon if you cast it for 4 with just 2 colors. Yeah, I think we're gonna bring in the Engineered Explosives. I think it's just better than Molten Rain. It's not great, though. We could play it for 0 and fetch. Kind of wish we had Dispel. This is definitely a keep. I'm just deciding if we want to lead with Renegade or Bird. I guess turn 2 we're playing Tarmogoyf. What is our different plan? Say we lead on Bird. Turn 2 we can play Tarmogoyf and Renegade? No, we can't because we won't be getting Revolt. So let's lead on Renegade. It might have been... Oh, I don't know. Burn seems like kind of a rough matchup. Tarmogoyf helps us for sure. Renegade's going to be good here, though. We're going to fetch a Forest and then go from there. Alright, opponent gave us priority. We're about to jam. Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. We don't have any double reds. Yeah, so let's go Forest. Narni. Chronicles of Narnum. If this eats a Bolt, I'm quite happy. Boom, boom. Alright, let's get Goyf down. Back-to-back Goyf is going to be hard for this here opponent to overcome. Rift Bolt. Ooh. I kind of want to be cute here, but we're not going to be. We're just going to come on and slam. And welcome to the jam. So they got to spend 2 burn spells to get rid of Tarmogoyf. And then we got another one. And they're not gonna. Rest in peace. Pretty great answer for Tarmogoyf. Sure. Well, let's just return this Tarmogoyf to our hand, never to cast it. Hopefully draw a land. Engineer Explosives. Oh, that's going to be pretty good next turn. Rest in peace, next level. This is just an Eidolon, we'll bolt it and get on with our way. Helix is good. Okay. So, lines here. Play Rest in Peace, or play Engineer Explosives, leave a Bolt. Play Renegade, leave up Flash Freeze. I guess we're gonna play leave up Bolt. Well, no, we're not gonna leave up Bolt. We're gonna just play this Narnum. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. So we're looking at a 2/3 Tarmogoyf next turn. Land would be such a good draw for us. Well, I guess this Tarmogoyf's going away, but... So this is Eidolon. I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, so let's just blow this up. We got Spell Pierce and we attacking for 1. Ooh, opponent might have a spell here. Hopefully they don't cast it. So Boros Charm. Okay, well we have to unfortunately take 2. But opponent is on 1 card, that is. We have Tarmogoyf and Flash Freeze in hand. It's not a creature. I'm pretty sure they would have played it. Otherwise, I'd leave back Narnum. Oh wow, another Eidolon. That's good for us. Block is good, but they're not gonna. So let's just take our 2 and play our Goyf. We could also just leave up, because this Goyf is... Oh no, a creature is in the graveyard, so yeah, let's play the Goyf. We're in a very precarious situation. So we think that one of their cards is definitely air. Oh, this is a path. And the other card is a Helix, which is amazing. Okay, just get in. So they have to whiff. So we know one thing's air, so we've got this turn covered. Next turn we get in for 4, and they're at 7. So they have to... We need to draw land. We need to draw land, so that extends their whiff range to... They only need to whiff once, I think. 4, 8. So we get rid of this. Opponent with the slow roll. So if we draw land, we get Flash Freeze back. We do not. Oh wait, Birds of Paradise. That would have been real embarrassing. Let's not attack with it. Okay, so if they whiff this turn, we're good. Path is still good for them. Path buys them the most time because we can't deal with it. Okay, so Snapcaster Mage, target Flash Freeze. So they have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, they still need to whiff once. If they had whiffed this turn, we could have snapped back Bolt. Ooh, this is close. This is very close. Could have remanded there, actually. Wasn't thinking about that. Oh, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is lethal. Forgot about the sorcery. Let's go. Let's go. We did it. We did it. Yes. That was a good game. That was a real good game. Ooh, boy. Ooh. Flash freeze. Thank you. Yeah, especially having seen... Is this enchantment? Artifact or enchantment? Maybe we want Reclamation Sage over Engineered Explosives. I think we're alright. We'll just run it back. There's no reason... I mean, we don't take out our Tarmogoyfs, but Rest in Peace is quite good. Though... Yeah, it's quite good. Alright, we're going to save this. Fetch is going to get a basic. Apologant is not a word. Opponent mulligans to 6. Apologant. What nonsense. Turn 1 creature is great for them. Alright, go. So we have turn 2 Goyf. I wish we had Spell Pierce. Opponent attacks in. Snapcaster Mage. We don't need that right now. We're in a rough spot if they have something good here. Eidolon? Eidolon's good. I don't want to play this Goyf because it dies to Bolt. If I attack, they're just going to block. So we're going to wait a turn on everything. They know we have Snapcasters, so I don't think they're gonna Swift Spear. I think we can let that resolve. So Kraken for 5. Reveal land, please. Nope. Electrolyze. Nope. We don't want that. Okay. Island? Yeah, sure. Just gonna flash in a Snapcaster block. We're gonna try to block the Eidolon here, not necessarily because it's great in this spot, but because we just want the stuff in the graveyard for Goyf. They might also bolt it, which is just as good because having access to 4 mana next turn is great. Tarmogoyf plus Flash Freeze. This is a card that I think we should have probably sideboarded. I don't know. It's still good. If we had more counters, this would go for one of them for sure. Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, and we're at 13. So even if they're double Boros Charms, we're all right. Okay, opponent's going. The fact that they're acting now makes me believe that they're trying to remove this Snapcaster Mage. Lightning Helix, no? Searing Blaze, that's a good one, right? There it is. Okay, we're going to take our medicine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Puts us to 4. But then we can hold up Flash Freeze. No, now we're at 2. Yeah, now we're just pretty dead, aren't we? Yeah, I probably should have blocked there. That's my bad. I had not factored in this dealing us 2 damage because it was gone in my mind. We're dead to any spell. Yep. So we'll just let it resolve. So we block there. We're at 1 here, so we're in a real rough spot. And then we have Tarmogoyf. Yeah, we're still facing lethal. I think we were just dead. That Eidolon was big for them. I'd say you lose to burn though. They strand the spells in your hand. Like if we could have found a spot to play this flash freeze, if the Snapcaster needed to be a good block. Yeah, well, that's burn. We did get that one good one, which was nice. Let's get right back in there. See Stompy. Burn seems like a rough matchup. It could just be me, but that seems like a difficult one. Yeah, this hand looks great. Fetch Stomping Ground, turn 1. Stomping Ground, Birds of Paradise, turn 2, Molten Rain. Hello. It could be that we actually sideboarded poorly and we wanted to leave all of our Molten Rains in the deck and Thoughts of Ruin. I don't know. We're still going to go with the birds line, but that Renegade looks mighty fine. Said Stomping Ground, right? Well, then let's get the Expedition. Opponent leading on Fumarole. So this is probably a blue-red control-y list. Oh, or Jeskai. So it's probably a budget replacement for Celestial Colonnade. No judgment there on Holy Night 23. I have been there. So do we cut them off of red or white? I think red. What? Okay, we're going to save that for next turn. They got us if they have Spell Pierce. Ooh, Magic Online with the lag. Okay, cancel. Red, red. Wait, undo. Undo. Okay. Undo. 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 This is weird. Why do we have to pay 4? Oh, it's Thoughts of Ruin. Oh, don't concede. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, man. Look at all those punts we just made. That was fun. So, thing to note. To me, these look exactly the same in my peripheral vision. Boy. So I'm hoping they tap out here, and then we just rid themselves of all their lands. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, we get to get Renegade here. I'm just going to get Forest. Renegade. Actually, I probably wanted to get blue, but now we're going to have birds. We'll play that birds. We're down on remand for a turn, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Close. Kind of hoping they path something. Ooh, they're stuck on lands? Okay. Let's begin our attack step here. Well, if this resolves, is pretty great. And if it doesn't, it clears the way for Tarmogoyf next turn. Opponent giving that pause. Of note here, oh, Thoughts of Ruin win! Of note here, like we are down a land compared to them, but we also have the birds, and we're gonna play a land. So That was good. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Oh, buddy. Woo! Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. So we didn't really see what opponent was up to. Jeskai control more than likely, so we're going to be running Spell Pierce. I don't think Flash Freeze is good enough. I think we're just great against this deck. Rex Sage. Huntmaster might be good. Sure. What do we want? What do we want instead of? Lightning Bolts? They might be just bad. But then if we take out Lightning Bolt, well, I guess Snap for Man, Snap Spell Pierce. We could just take out Electrolyze. Ninja seems like it's going to be kind of tough with all their spot removal. We could also just run it back as is. Bolt or Electrolyze. I guess we could keep Electrolyze because it cycles. Yeah, let's just get rid of the bolts. If they're Spell Queller, we're gonna regret that. We're gonna regret that a lot. But I think this is fine. I don't mind Grim either, just as an early play. I think getting on the board turn 1 is pretty important for this deck and in Modern in general. I'm not in love with this hand. Birds, Snapcaster. I guess we keep it. It's pretty medium. We get to lead on Copperline Gorge, though. Ooh, change of plans. I'm doing it this way because it's a good threat to get down. It demands removal eventually, and we have 2 birds. We're not ramping into anything currently. What do we get? Red, green, red, blue. Let's get the blue. Do you believe I just did that? You probably should. That's so bad. I meant to click on Breeding Pool. That is like... Oh. So we just time walked ourselves pretty hard there. Maybe our opponent... Golly. Alright. Let's give ourselves 1 second of shame. Okay. Now we're going to play the rest of the game. Maybe our opponent doesn't play a 2-drop into this. This is kind of what I was hoping. So now we can't even play this birds here. We have to take 2 again to activate Narnum. But that's okay. We just handicapped ourselves. Not too big of a deal. So we should have gotten for 2 there. And we should have a Birds of Paradise on the field. For those keeping score at home. Man, I can't believe I did that misclick. That's so bad. We're just going to play 1 bird here. Leave up Remand. We can't play this now. We could Remand it. Yeah, I don't hate that. Ties up their mana next turn. Ooh, wow. Okay. So they have Spell Snares. Good to know. So next turn I think we're just trying to get a ninja activation with this bird. Serum Vision, sure. Opponent is going. Drum roll, please. Bottom. Top. So they can activate here? Yeah. Are they? Geist? Geist would be pretty good. Electrolyze, also pretty good. They do tap out here, which if we had Thoughts of Ruin, it'd be pretty good. I think we're gonna hold up Snap Remand instead of just playing Ninja here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, right. So that's probably another reason they wanted to play that Electrolyze. Just so they could have access to Azcanta. It looks like they're not playing anything. I don't even have access to Remand because we only have one blue source. Wow, this game is going just so well. Alright, well, we're going to play this. Force them to potentially interact with us. Ugh, gross. So if we attack, let's see if they block. They're probably just going to fire up the Fumarole, though. That's what I would do. I'd also... Okay, they don't. They're going to activate. They value activating Azcanta over that. I don't blame them. But now we get that Snapcaster back. Silly goose. This is the only thing that's gone right for us all game. It's probably going to get bolted. Path is good too. Sure. We get the island here. We get to play this and bird. So we are looking for Huntmaster of the Fells now. We had a lot of good spots there to draw Thoughts of Ruin. Would have been very good for us. But now they're activating Search. Oh, it's a Nahiri list. Interesting. I wonder if it's value Nahiri with Torrential Gearhulk or if it's Emrakul. And that's a reason to play the game out. I don't think they probably do tap out for it. They don't. That's kind of... I don't love that line. I guess in their defense, they do not... Let's get that breeding pool finally, huh? In their defense, they do not know what is in our deck. So they might be cutting us off of something. But at 6 mana, we can cast all the Titans. So they were cutting us off of 7 mana there. Let's see if they interact with this bird. No. It's gonna be another Azcanta activation. Opponent probably just can't lose at this point. Let's see what they reveal. Bolt. Alright. Well, if they pointed at this bird, that's good. Which they might. Sounds good. Bolt the Bird is a strategy that everyone knows. It's very common, but at this stage in the game, I think you're past bolting the bird. And maybe that is definitely the safest line, but bolts to the dome are pretty good here. Plus, we've shown them that we have Ninja, the Deep Hours, so saving it for potential Ninja activations is important as well. What else they got? So we know their hand... Ooh, Path. Let's see if they path our noble. So Nahiri, path, 4 unknowns. Opponent running away with this game. Pathing the Hierarch, it sucks because the land. Ooh, there we go. So maybe we can entice them to path here. That was actually a punt on my part. I guess they could path anyways. We're gonna try to get them to path our Hierarch. We know it's in hand, so we might as well play around it. Gaining 2 life and getting a 2/2 for 4 mana isn't great here. And they've shown a proclivity to want to deal aggressively with our creatures. Helix. Okay, well, they're probably going to Helix us right here, right? Yeah. Let's Snap Remand it. It's not getting any better. It also puts the bug in their ear, maybe, that, hey, this is a good line. Maybe we want to keep doing that when we have infinite lands. Now, Hierarch is Exalted, so that's way better than Birds in this spot. But it's like, we did have Snap Remand for Nahiri, but they haven't cast it. I think they're waiting because they know about our Snapcaster. So we could just sit there and let them activate Search for the next infinite turns and kill us that way, or we can let them resolve a Nahiri here. Either one's bad. Like, if I had to put a percentage on what I'd expect to win this game, it would be like negative. Okay, so opponent does not slam Nahiri. Huh. Getting rid of 2 lands isn't even all that good here. Opponent just taking the 3? Weird. Play Thoughts of Ruin. Get rid of 2 lands. I think we'll wait a turn. Maybe get rid of 3 lands. If they miss a land drop, that might be alright. Ooh, what's this? Sphinx's Revelation? Oh, we'll concede to that. Secure the Wastes for 6. It's not that bad. And we're still dying. But it's a 2-turn clock. Yeah. Plus, we have this Huntmaster to gain this up to 8. And we have 2 blockers next turn because they're going to path the Huntmaster. Or Helix it. Like, they have a million options here. In fact, let's just concede, because that doesn't do much, and hiding the fact that we have Huntmaster is probably worth it. Flash Freeze gets Nahiri and the Bolts. Is that good enough? Scavenging Use shuts down Snapcaster, potentially, and Grafter's Cage does as well. I think let's bring in our graveyards, actually. Now that we've seen they have our good friend Search for Azcanta. Grim Lavamancer seems not great. Spell Pierce is probably not all that good. It's really good if we can resolve the Thoughts, and it's good at helping us resolve Thoughts of Ruin, so maybe we keep it. So I think Grim's out. Staticaster's good against their eventual nonsense, but I don't know if that's where we want to be. There, secure the waste, sorry. Oof, 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 oof. Do we just want to get rid of Snapcaster Mage? That feels wrong. Flash Freeze, I think, probably does too little, right? It just gets Nahiri, which I'm sure they only have one of, and their bolts, which isn't really that great against us. So let's go down on that. Remand is pretty medium, but I think with Molten Rain and Thoughts, it's probably necessary. We could cut down on Electrolyzes. I guess that's what I'll do. I'd much prefer to have Dispel than Spell Pierce. Okay, this hand looks good. And let's not forget the massive Puntola we had. I think we can find a spot to resolve this relic later on. We could get it down turn 1, but I think Bird pushes us far enough ahead that it's worth it. I guess we can just jam it on turn 2, hold up Mana Leak, instead of getting him with the Ninja. I wonder if they're pathing here. It's a path I've let it resolve. I might get rid of a bolt. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Second red. And this can get blue? Sure. So that's a good outcome for us. Do we get down the Renegade? I think so. Nah, we're going to get down the Relic here. We're going to play a little safe. Stomping Grounds, Steam Vents, Breeding Pool. Do we finally get our Breeding Pool here? I think so. We're going to have a spot to get rid of Narnum, and getting this Relic down as soon as possible is good for us. So the opponent gets to resolve a 2-mana spell next turn, and that's it. We, on the other hand, get to, well, search, sure. Okay, so now we get to, I think we're okay leaving, going down on Mana Leak. Ooh, gross. Let's get rid of that. We're going to play one of these this turn as a 1-2. Sadly. Oh, wait, no. Ninja. Ninja triggers it. Ninja. Hiya. But I think we're just playing the birds again. Depending on what we draw. Okay. Yes. Oh, land. Land changes it all. Stomping Ground. Let's get another Steam Vents for eventual Snapcaster Mages. I did it again! 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll play the Renegade. We don't have another Breeding Pool, so it's not like I could have played another green source there with that Scalding Tarn. They banned the Snapcaster. That's great. They were definitely looking for lands. Oh, baby. That's good. Okay, let's have them get rid of that Snapcaster, not that it matters. Get another Forest. We're gonna wait on this. Where do we go for it? I want to wait and have Mana Leak up next turn. So let's play Birds and Narnum Renegade. Well, no, let's hold back on Renegade. We'll play it next turn. Let's see what they've been. Nothing. Okay. Probably land. Yeah. Getting rid of 3 lands here is pretty great for us. They have a Snapcaster, they have to use it now if they want a path. Looks like they do. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We'll let him tap for it. Let's get rid of that. So it's just getting rid of 2 lands here. But I think we're good with that. Boom goes Dynamite. We'll get rid of our basics. Yeah. Play another Narno. I think we pop Relic next turn. We'll see. Opponents now, I mean, as he's like, nah, that's great. Cutting a control deck off of lands is so very good. Let's see what we draw. Get rid of something. We're going to attack in, and then Molten Rain will land, I suppose. We'll try to cut them off of double red. I think that's where we want to be. Red, white. Or blue. Actually, let's cut them off of blue. All right, that was good. This game's looking pretty well packed up. Cryptic Command, Bon Voyage. We did it. Yeah, this deck is fun. See Stompy, 2K18. Thoughts of Ruin is pretty powerful Magic card. There were a few spots, you know, obviously the worst part about Thoughts of Ruin was my bad sequencing with it. And that's just because this is the first time I played a deck. It'll smooth out. But ramping into a Thoughts of Ruin on turn 3 is quite powerful in Modern. Especially if you already have out a Noble or a Bird. Like, it's kind of, I mean, yeah, it's an Armageddon at that point in the game, which is, I mean, I don't have any problem with that. Ninja was surprisingly good. I think I would keep the ninjas in the deck over Charter Course. Just some good functionality. I think this deck is good. I had no idea what to expect other than having fun destroying lands, which, I mean, who doesn't have fun destroying lands? But yeah, I think the list is solid. SeeYouAroundKid has obviously been testing this thing out, and I think they've refined it to a point where it's good. It is good. I don't know if you're gonna, I don't know how confident you should be, because, I mean, you can spike a tournament with anything these days. I don't know how confident you should be in spiking a tournament, but I think it's a powerful option. And if you like these Temur colors, then I think and you have these cards like Thoughts of Ruin, so cheap right now. Like if you have all these cards, this is not going to break the bank. And if you like land destruction, I think you would like to play with this card. So do yourself a favor, play with some Thoughts of Ruin. If you haven't even heard of the card before, like me, definitely do it. Surprisingly powerful. But yeah, that's I don't even know what I would change. Maybe some Dispels, but even then, like Spell Pierce, once you've started attacking the mana base, is very, very potent out of the sideboard, and it's potent in general in a lot of matchups. The games where I didn't get to resolve these cards felt a little bit harder to win, but I mean, Tarmogoyf is still good, Snapcaster's still good, Lightning Bolt's still good, Electrolyze, it's all good. We didn't even get the Snapcaster back Molten Rain, which is one of my favorite things to do too. So like, even if these aren't good, like against Burn, you saw, excuse me, it's you feel that these are dead cards, and when they're 100% dead, which I think probably only burn. Molten Rain has some. I think the deck is good enough against Affinity and a Vacuum, and Molten Rain is good against their manlands. Like it's good. Yeah, I think the deck has legs, and I think it's worth trying out. If you've got the cards, I recommend it. It's Tier Fun seal of approval. But yeah, that's me signing off for Stompy 2K18. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you around in the next upload. Bye now. Bye.